Good morning. When I was younger, I didn't think much about calling. Like many young people, I went to college without a concrete career path. I switched majors several times. And when it came time to graduate, I opted to extend my time in higher education by applying to law school. In law school, I specialized in corporate taxation, an area of law I was advised would be in steady demand, seeing as how the two certain things in life are death and taxes. And I practiced law at a firm in Palo Alto for the better part of a decade. Was it my calling to be a tax lawyer? I don't think it was, but I can see how my time in the law, working with Silicon Valley companies, helped prepare me for my life as an entrepreneur, which is what I am today. And I think the transitions that I've made and the ventures that I've pursued show how a calling can sneak up on someone and how God can take us in directions we might never have expected, but for which He has prepared us. I launched my first startup by accident. I had been tinkering with an idea, and one day, while still working as a lawyer, I posted it on a startup feedback forum. I soon found that this idea was much more powerful than I had thought. I created what I thought was a simple tool for speed reading, but I learned that it also offered many people with dyslexia, vision impairments, or learning differences the ability to read with unprecedented ease and fluency, something I surely had not intended to do. I heard from teachers and students who thought that my tool had been specially designed for them because it was so effective at remedying the reading challenges that they faced. So I was in a quandary. I had a good life working as a lawyer, and I never would have left the firm just to build a speed reading company. But every day I would come home from work, open up my email, and read about how this tool, which I had vastly underestimated, was helping people who had struggled to read for years or even decades. How could I turn my back on that? I felt that God had given me an opportunity, a tool that I could bring to others to improve their lives in meaningful ways. And so I left the law and now spend my days talking with special education teachers, working with literacy nonprofits, and learning about all manner of visual, cognitive, and neurological reading disorders. As someone whose only training is as a lawyer, I never thought I would have the opportunity to work in these fields, but this is how I spend most of my days, and I love it. The rest of my work days are spent on my other calling, which came soon after the recent presidential election. Like many people, I was disturbed by the growing partisan rancor and the disconnect between the left and the right. I would see friends post hateful things on social media, simultaneously revealing and reinforcing their filter bubbles. But what can you do? How can you help people realize that their understanding of the world is being warped by social media algorithms that tend to show them news articles that only serve to reinforce their pre-existing beliefs? In Silicon Valley, the answer is, there's an app for that. I realized that with a few simple tweaks to my other startup's newsreader app, I could create a tool that helps people to see how skewed their news consumption is and to provide gentle reminders to balance out their news media diet. This app, which Pastor Mary mentioned a few weeks ago, is called Read Across the Aisle. Like my other startup, this idea has taken my life in completely unexpected directions. But I've found that it has revealed a passion that I have for encouraging bipartisan conversation and cooperation, things that are sorely missing in the world today. I don't know how either of these stories will end, but looking back on my path so far, I can see that at various points, even when I didn't anticipate it, God gave me the tools that would equip me to build these programs and to help others. Thank you.